We live in an era marked by excessive stimulation, a fast pace, and constant demands for productivity. It's no wonder that stress has become one of the biggest modern epidemics. According to data from the World Health Organization, more than 70% of the world's population suffers from stress-related symptoms, and more than half of these people also have significant difficulty sleeping. The scenario worsens when we realize that the problem is often neglected or treated only with palliatives, such as medications that do not resolve the root of the issue and can still cause dependence. What was previously seen as a one-off concern has become part of the routine. Racing thoughts before bed, intermittent insomnia, feeling tired even after hours in bed, and this tiredness, which many treat as normal, is one of the body's biggest warning signs. Lack of adequate rest not only affects energy and focus throughout the day, but also your immune system, mood, and even cardiovascular health. In this context, the search for natural, safe, and effective solutions is growing. Among them, teas stand out for their ancient tradition, accessibility, and, above all, for their scientifically proven effects on the body and mind. When consumed correctly, they not only promote relaxation, but also help balance hormone levels, slow down thoughts, and prepare the body for deep, restorative sleep. In this video, we will explore 8 teas that have become true allies for those who want to reduce stress, sleep better, and live with more balance. These are simple, affordable, and, above all, natural options. And the most interesting thing, the last tea on the list tends to surprise even the most experienced. Let's get started. Among all the tea options available, there are 3 that have become true classics when it comes to relaxation. They are widely studied, used for centuries in different cultures, and recognized for their calming and sleep-inducing effects. The first of these is chamomile, perhaps the most popular when thinking about peaceful nights. Rich in apigenin, an antioxidant that binds to receptors in the brain, chamomile promotes a feeling of calm and induces sleep without causing dependence. Research has already shown that its regular consumption improves sleep quality, reduces mild anxiety, and helps with muscle relaxation. Drinking a cup of chamomile about an hour before bed can be the start of a transformative nighttime routine. Another tea that deserves to be highlighted is lemon balm, also known as lemon balm. With a mild and slightly citrus flavor, it acts directly on the central nervous system, helping to reduce palpitations, body tension, and mental agitation. Its anxiolytic effect has already been proven in clinical studies, which indicate its effectiveness both in improving sleep quality and in dealing with mild anxiety. Furthermore, its versatility allows it to be combined with other herbs, enhancing its effects without losing its pleasant flavor. The third tea in this essential trio is valerian. Although less known to the general public, valerian is considered by many herbalists to be one of the most potent plants for treating insomnia. Its active ingredient works by increasing the availability of GABA in the brain, a neurotransmitter that slows down neural activity and induces deep sleep. Unlike chamomile and lemon balm, valerian tea has a more intense and earthy flavor, but its benefits offset any initial resistance. It is ideal for those who suffer from persistent difficulties sleeping or live with their body in a constant state of alert. These 3 teas form a solid foundation for anyone who wants to take care of their nervous system naturally. They can be used individually or combined, always paying attention to the time of consumption and the body's response. While chamomile, lemon balm, and valerian top the list when it comes to relaxation, there's a group of less popular teas that offer equally impressive, and in some cases, even more potent benefits. These are options that have gained prominence for their specific properties in combating stress and insomnia, with effects that go beyond simply inducing sleep. Among them, the mulungu is a true treasure of Brazilian flora. Little known outside of Brazil, this tea is traditionally used by indigenous and popular communities as a natural sedative. Studies show that its compounds act directly on the central nervous system, promoting a profound, tranquilizing action, ideal for those suffering from intense anxiety, emotional crises, or nights of recurring insomnia. As it is a stronger tranquilizer, mulungu should be used in moderation and preferably with professional guidance, especially by people who already use controlled medications. Another powerful tea is passion fruit flower, or passiflora. Unlike the pulp that we use in juices, the infusion made with the leaves and flowers of the plant has a direct effect on brain receptors linked to relaxation. Its action also affects GABA, as does valerian, and is therefore widely recommended in cases of prolonged stress, irritability, and mild sleep disorders. Furthermore, passion flower can be combined with other herbs, which makes it easy to create personalized blends for different needs. Lavender tea, known worldwide for its use of essential oil, also has calming effects when consumed as an infusion. Its delicate floral flavor hides a powerful ally against anxiety. Research indicates that regular consumption of lavender tea can significantly reduce levels of cortisol, the main stress hormone. It is an excellent choice for people who deal with racing thoughts or difficulty relaxing before bed, in addition to offering an extremely pleasant aromatic moment. These lesser-known teas expand the range of possibilities for those seeking well-being naturally. Each of them has unique characteristics, and their effects may vary depending on the body of the person consuming it. The key is to observe your own body, test, and find the ideal combination. But beyond the choice of tea, there is another crucial element to reaping its benefits: the way it is included in the nighttime routine. More than just drinking a hot infusion, drinking tea at night can become a true slowing down ritual. In a world where everything happens in a hurry and every second is filled with stimuli, creating an intentional moment of pause is a powerful attitude. The body and mind need to understand that the day is ending, and the best way to communicate this to yourself is through small signals: silent, repeated, and welcoming. Preparing the tea can be the first step. Choosing the herb, boiling the water, feeling the aroma spread throughout the room. Every detail matters. From this simple gesture, a sequence of behaviors begins that signal to the body that it is time to relax. Ambient light can be softened, screens turned off. Quiet music can fill the background as steam rises from the cup between your hands. Breathing naturally slows down, shoulders relax. Tea, in this context, is no longer just a drink. It becomes a symbol of self-care. To enhance the effects of the tea, it is important to maintain an interval of at least 30 to 60 minutes before bed. This time allows the active ingredients of the herbs to act in the body without rushing, while the brain begins to reduce its activity. Avoiding stimulating conversations and tense content on TV or social media at this time is also essential. The smoother this transition to rest, the greater the depth of sleep achieved. Many people report that, when repeating this ritual for a few consecutive days, the body automatically associates the act of drinking tea with the feeling of relaxation. This happens because the brain learns through repetition. Just as we create the habit of checking our cell phones when we wake up, we can train our bodies to recognize the beginning of the night as an invitation to rest. And when this becomes part of the routine, sleep stops being a struggle and becomes a natural encounter. Turning the last hours of the day into a sacred moment of pause is a gift you can give yourself. And science also has a lot to say about this process. The effectiveness of calming teas is not just based on popular tradition. Today, there is a growing body of research proving its positive effects on the nervous system and overall health. The compounds present in plants used in infusions have bioactive properties that act on brain receptors, regulate hormones, and promote measurable physiological responses. What's more, its benefits are not limited to sleep or relaxation, but extend to digestion, immunity, and hormonal balance. Studies on valerian, for example, indicate that its sedative effect is related to the increased concentration of GABA in the brain, the neurotransmitter that acts as a brake for nerve impulses. Research published in the journal Sleep Medicine Reviews showed that people who consumed valerian for 2 weeks reported significant improvement in sleep quality, with fewer awakenings during the night. Chamomile has clinical evidence that it reduces symptoms of mild anxiety and improves sleep latency time. That is, it helps you fall asleep faster. Lemon balm, when combined with other plants such as passion flower, also presents significant results in patients with mild insomnia. A study conducted by German researchers demonstrated that the combination of these herbs was as effective as some mild anxiolytics in certain cases, but without the side effects typical of medications. This reinforces the safety and feasibility of continued use of these plants as part of a health routine. Another tea that deserves scientific attention is rooibos. Of African origin, it does not contain caffeine and is rich in flavonoids, especially aspalathin, which has antioxidant action and the ability to modulate cortisol, the stress hormone. High cortisol levels at night are associated with difficulty relaxing, abdominal weight gain, and increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Therefore, rooibos is especially recommended for people who live under constant tension and have difficulty switching off at the end of the day. In addition to these direct effects on the nervous system, calming teas also benefit digestion, a factor often overlooked when talking about sleep. An overloaded or inflamed digestive system can interfere with the quality of rest. Teas like mint, lavender, and chamomile help relieve gas, reduce cramps, and promote an overall feeling of lightness before bed. A body that is relaxed from the inside sleeps better. Science also recognizes the value of these rituals in creating healthy habits. The daily repetition of the act of preparing and drinking tea works as positive conditioning. It activates regions of the brain linked to reward and well-being, helping the individual to establish a more regular sleep routine, a key factor for those seeking emotional balance and disposition throughout the day. With all this data, it is clear that tea is not just a symbolic element, but a practical and grounded tool for improving health. And if by now you have already identified which options can help you, the time has come to transform this knowledge into action. After delving into the universe of calming teas and understanding how they act on both the body and mind, the most important step now is to transform this knowledge into practice. There is no need to use all of the teas at once or wait for the perfect time to start. The proposal here is simple. Choose the tea that most connected with your current moment and give it a fixed space at the end of your day. A small gesture, but one that, repeated with intention, can bring about a profound change in the way you deal with stress and sleep. Consider starting today with a tea challenge. For 7 consecutive days, set aside 30 minutes in the early evening to prepare and drink a calming tea, without distractions, without rushing. Notice how your body responds. You can write down your sensations, the ease of sleeping, the quality of sleep. This self-observation is valuable to notice improvements that, on a daily basis, would go unnoticed. For those who live under constant pressure, face recurring worries, or simply want to sleep better, tea is one of the most accessible, natural, and effective ways. It doesn't replace broader lifestyle changes, but it can certainly be the start of a new relationship with your well-being. It's an invitation to pause. Be careful with your own pace, listening to what the body asks for at the end of another day. When we recap, we saw that chamomile softens the mind, valerian induces deep sleep, lemon balm calms the heart. We discovered mulungu and its relaxing power, passion flower as a mood regulator, lavender with its therapeutic scent, and rooibos with its antioxidant and hormonal balancing action. Each of these teas is a door to balance, and the key is in you. Finally, remember, taking care of your sleep is taking care of your life. Sleeping well is not a luxury, it is a vital necessity. Reducing stress is not a whim, it is protecting your physical and emotional health. So, how about starting today? A cup a night could be the beginning of a new phase. If this content made sense to you, share it with someone who needs to slow down. And stay with us, because well-being can also be learned, practiced, and spread.